Hey there. Welcome back to the Golf Week Amateur Tour of the podcast. Chris, should we tell people how to join the tour?
Of course. Whether you're a seasoned member or just tuning in to learn more, we're here to help you dive into the ins and outs of the tour. If you've been on the fence about joining, there's no better time than now. It's a fantastic way to play competitive golf, meet other passionate golfers, and step up your game.
Registration is open. All you need to do is go to amateurgolftour.net. Click Join the Tour button and pay your local tour's membership dues.
And if you want to keep up with all things Golf Week Amateur Tour, make sure you're subscribed and listening to the podcast on your favorite platform. Don't forget to download each episode, share it with your golf buddies, and if you're enjoying the show, drop us a like and a review. Your feedback helps us grow the community and reach more golfers just like you. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get into today's episode.
Hey, Chris and everybody. Welcome back to the Golf Week Amateur Tour of the podcast. And Chris, you and I, we talked about some big changes we've got coming for the podcast for the year. And I don't know about you, but I'm really super excited to share this big news today with everybody.
Yeah, completely correct. We've been growing. It's been a great journey, and we want to invite you and your businesses to join us on this amazing journey we've been on. So as of this episode, we're officially opening up sponsorship opportunities for the podcast.
Chris, exactly. We've got an amazing community of listeners and members and golfers, that are passionate about amateur golf and the tour. So whether you're a golf brand, a local business, or just somebody who loves the game, this would be a perfect chance to connect with an engaged and enthusiastic audience.
And it's not just about reaching our audience. By partnering with us, your brand becomes part of the story we're building here. One that celebrates the players, the courses, and the incredible energy of the Golf Week Am Tour.
Yeah, and we could tailor any sponsorship packages to meet your goals, whether it's shout outs on the show, mentions on social media, or even custom segments where we highlight your brand. And Chris, the first one I'm thinking about is Roger's Rules.
Yep.
Roger needs a sponsor.
He sure does. So if you're interested in partnering with us and getting your name of your business out to the amateur golfers across the country, reach out today. Just email us at dmac, that's DMAC, at amateurgolftour.net.
Yeah, let's team up to make this podcast and Golf Week Amateur Tour community even stronger. And just remember, the sponsorships is what allows, Chris, you and I to travel to the regionals to be able to go out and see everybody. So, we can't wait to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And as always, keep hitting them straight.
All right, let's go ahead and get the show started.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golf Week Amateur Tour proudly presents Golf Week Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golf Week Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Oh boy, Chris, it's gonna be a great episode, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we're laughing already, haven't even gotten started, but welcome back. We got nine days till Christmas.
Yeah, it's already here. I mean, you asked me a couple weeks ago if I did my Christmas shopping, and it's not even done yet, but it's already here, ready to go. The elves are out delivering gifts. Some tours are out doing raffles for their tours. I know mine's already started, and we have some big prizes. And check with your local tour if they have some stuff going on for the holidays.
Yeah, please do, and just give a little tease for the elves. Stick around to the end, and I think we have a treat for everybody.
Yeah, we'll have something. That's for sure.
So if you haven't done your Christmas shopping, Golf Week amateurgolftour.net, give the gift of golf, whether it's a membership or rounds. Like you said, there's tours out there that are giving away raffle prizes. Hey, Chris, this is gonna blow you away. 9 days till Christmas, 18 days away until the icebreaker tees off. And like I said, once that happens, we're right back at it.
Yeah, we're right in the thick of it. Can't wait.
So we've got a really good episode. Like I said, I mean, we're laughing before we even get started. Got some good stuff for you. We're going to talk to two tour directors this week. And actually wrap up the Directors Cup winners. Now there's a couple that we haven't gotten on, and one is Patina Martinez. She won the senior D flight. It's not that we don't want to have her on. She has elected to not come on. She's just not comfortable being on this, and that's perfectly fine. But we do want to make sure we recognize her because we think it's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for being the inaugural year, we definitely want to recognize them, and we have bragging rights for the rest of this competition because we were the first ones. So take that, everybody.
Yeah. So there. Exactly. And the only other person that we'll probably get on later on in the season is Derek Barnes from the Denver tour. This is a kind of a busy season for him and his business. So hopefully we'll get him on later on in the season. But let's go ahead and welcome in our first guest. I'm still trying to figure this out. Let's welcome in Trey Coker, the senior tour director from Louisiana. Trey, you with us, bud?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
For those that are watching, this is Trey's picture. He looks better than both Chris and I combined.
I like it.
Me too. Trey, first and foremost, I'm glad you could make it. Hope you're feeling better. But you went on a hunting trip recently. Did you get anything good?
Yeah, I killed a nice 10 point up in Missouri where I hunt. I have some land there. Been going there for about 15 years, and killed a very nice buck. So
that's awesome. So deer meat for the winter.
That's right.
So you won the senior Champ Flight Directors Cup, and we want to wish you congratulations for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you informing me of that. So I didn't know what that means, but it's pretty cool. We've had a very good this year. Had a very good championship flight. We've had a lot of championship players that played for the whole year, and I think I had 6 or so that went to the tournament. So it was very nice. Good support from our tour.
Well, you beat Marty Martinez from the Eastern North Carolina tour by one stroke. You shot 75-74. What courses were you guys on?
Ooh, man, that's a hard question. Don't ask me a question like that. Let me think. We were at Hilton Head National, and then what was it? The Palmetto Dunes, the Fazio course. So both of the courses are very, very nice.
Yeah, which one was your favorite of the two?
I like the Fazio because I hadn't played it before, so it was kind of interesting to play. Had some neat holes, so I enjoyed that one a little more. It seemed like a little bit tougher too. I think they both played at about the same distance, but the Fazio course was a par 70, so to me it played a little bit harder.
Yeah, it's the first time we've been on that course, and I think if it could be the first time ever we've been on that course, but definitely the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it's a neat layout. That's a really good hole, so it's fun.
So Chris, we talked about this a few times. I said I didn't know who came up with the whole idea for the Directors Cup. This was actually Dennis's idea.
Huh.
So what do you think? What, Dennis doesn't ever have any good ideas?
No. It was a grand idea. I mean, we had a good time.
You look like you were shocked.
No, I'm just glad I won. Now I have more bragging rights.
Okay. So, but again, this is Dennis's idea, and he texted me the other day that he's got some other ideas to boost this for this coming year. And I'm not going to share them. I'll let him come out with them. But again, this to me, I think the Directors Cup, for the tour directors and trying to have bragging rights was brilliant.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, Trey, I know you barely found out on the episode that you won, but we have bragging rights. We're the first ones to ever win it between all the directors in the inaugural year, so nobody can take that from us.
So did you just say each flight gets it? So director of each flight? There could be 5 different winners?
Yeah, so there were five winners for senior and 5 winners for the Golf Week side as well.
Yeah. And I'm sure Dennis probably sent an email and I probably missed it, but yeah, some things happen like that. So, some days.
Well, Trey, he listens to this, right?
I'm sorry, Dennis.
so
I'll pay more attention.
That's all right. Just you've been hunting and haven't been feeling well, so you get some slack from us anyway. I won't tell if you won't.
I like that.
But you've been on the tour for a long time. Kind of tell us about your experience and why you've been on tour. I think going all the way back to 2010, 2011.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure the time, but yeah, I played on the regular tour for a few years, and then when I became 50, I went over to the senior tour, and I actually played a little bit of both. But my game's I'm hitting the ball so short now. It's nice to get on the senior tour and have a little more fun. So, and then 2 years ago, I think Mark Tolosso kind of asked me if I'd be interested in running this tour, and I've enjoyed it a lot as far as running. I've only played golf in golf tournaments. I really didn't run many, so it's been kind of a learning experience, and kind of pay attention to what other tour directors have done and try to implement some of that as well. But some of their ideas. But it's I got 180 some members last year. My biggest issue that I'm having though is it's a good sized tour, but I'm averaging about 60 players, and I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of increase the the participation in that. So that's been kind of my thing. But as far as from the playability, starting that many years ago, I've always played competitive golf. So just kind of took care of my competitive bug by playing in these tournaments. And I like playing my own ball. So I've always enjoyed that part of it. And then, moving into the senior part of it, like I said, just the courses and the length of the courses, I'm still able to be competitive. So it's been fun for that. So.
Well, you learn from one of the best in Mark.
Yeah,
I love that guy. He was a good tour director, but more importantly, he's fun to be around.
He is. He's fun. And he's actually going to help me next year. Help me with some of the course setups and stuff like that. So
nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I appreciate him a lot.
That's awesome. So let's talk about your year coming up. You've got your schedule posted, and you've already got from a membership perspective, you've already got a fair number of people signed up.
I do. Yeah, we got 15 tournaments scheduled, 11 individual days, and I have 4 majors, and I've done a couple Saturdays, Sundays that are 2 different courses, 2 different tournaments. So 2 1 days. I have about 20 people or so, 20, 25 people that'll play on a Saturday and not on a Sunday, and vice versa. So it kind of it seems to work. And then I have a couple Sunday Mondays. So the Monday tournaments are at country clubs that won't let us have them on the weekends, excuse me. But and I kind of did a poll last year at the end of the year of all my players. I went on one of those like Survey Monkeys and pulled and did like a 5-question survey, kind of asked everybody what they liked, what they didn't like, and then, where they like to play, what part of the state and all that, and kind of made my schedule based off of what the majority of them wanted. So a lot of them like the 2 days, the 2-day events, and they like the 2 days, 2 1-day events that are back to back, so they can devote the weekend to that, but play in 2 tournaments. So that's kind of what I'm trying next year.
So this is the first year you've done the 2 1 days back to back.
No, I did probably 3 of them last year.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure. I mean, I had a pretty good turnout, 70 or so players in each of them,
Right.
which wasn't bad. But I wanted to make sure that I was trying to figure out what people wanted, and
Right.
most people were very happy with that type of commitment to go 2 days instead of just 1 day. So.
And one of the things that's different with you on the senior side as opposed to the golf week side is you travel all over the state.
Yes, we do, and that's what most of them were saying. That is, if I got to travel 3 hours, I don't want to travel 3 hours for 1 day. It's nice to spend a couple days and then come back home. So yeah, we can use the whole state. Now we kind of stay middle of the state, south, just because in Louisiana our whole population is below I-10. So the majority of our population is Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. That's where a lot of our population is. So a lot of golfers come from that area.
Yeah, that's like us when we travel. If it's more than hour and a half latest, it'll be a 2-day event. Just because the guy said the same thing. I don't want to travel 3 hours there, 3 hours back for a 1-day event and waste a 1-night hotel or something.
I was surprised. I mean, I sent the survey out thinking I may get a few responses, and I got 70, 80 responses, which was nice to kind of get a pretty good sample of what they wanted. So.
Yeah, that is pretty good, especially with the size tour that you have, and then you can
Right.
really kind of make that informed decision. And I'm looking at your schedule now. Which are the private courses?
It's going to be University Club, which is the LSU golf course in Baton Rouge,
Wow. Okay.
and then we have Lake Charles Country Club. That's kind of first part of the year on that Monday. So it's we go to the Golden Nugget, which is a casino course. It's called the Country Club at Golden Nugget. It's the name of the course, but it's the Golden Nugget Casino in Lake Charles. That's on a Sunday. Then on that Monday, we go at Lake Charles Country Club.
Okay. Chris, maybe we need to go over to the casino.
You don't have to tell me. I'm always down for that. That's a given.
Y'all come to Louisiana, you mean? Come on.
Well, Trey, you know my brother lives up. My brother and sister-in-law.
I do. I've met him.
So and obviously they don't live too far from Lake Charles. They're in DeRidder.
That's right.
Not many people know where DeRidder is. Just so
You're right.
I'm not so sure. I want to know, but I do.
It's about 25 minutes south of my house, so it ain't far.
So Chris, we went to the regional at Tamaka Trails. Right. It's probably about an hour. What do you say, Trey? About an hour and a half south.
Yeah, you got to go east. Go east and then southeast. I'm about 45 minutes to Alexandria, and then another 25 minutes or so to Marksville. Good golf course too. Very good golf course.
Yeah, so we really love being there. And Gina did a great job with that regional. And I see you're going to be playing there. You've got a 1 day, and then your
finals
is there.
Yeah.
You can't beat that facility, especially they take good care of you too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have a course, and they really want you to come play too. It's very nice. They treat us very nicely.
So, of all the courses that you've played, being on tour as long as you have, what would you say locally is the best one, and then from the national perspective is the best course that you played?
Locally for us, University Club is phenomenal. So it's in Tamaka is the last 3 or 4 years has been in phenomenal shape. But those are probably the two best. The Golden Nugget's very, very nice too. So it's basically it's a casino course, but they don't have very much play. That's just kind of just for some they got just a very few members there, so it's very, very few play. So the course is good. But nationally, I've been to a few of the regionals, and I enjoyed Streamsong when they had one there. And of course, I love going to the Hilton Head area. Most of those courses, I've just had a great time there. And then I've gone to a couple of the regionals at the one at Ocean Course in Kiowa has been phenomenal. And then I like the ones in Pinehurst. So those have all been fun too. So I've enjoyed those as well. And I've got a few players that are coming for our icebreaker, the senior icebreaker. We've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 that are coming with me right now so far. I'm trying to recruit a few more. So we always enjoy those 2 courses are very nice too, especially that time of year.
Yeah. But and I'm hoping we get better weather for the senior icebreaker this year than we did last year, though.
It was rough.
Chris, you wouldn't have made it because Trey, just so you know, cold for Chris is 60.
Yeah.
And it was not only
not ashamed.
Not only was it cold, but
it was cold over there. There was a little bit of mist and everything else. So
it wasn't good.
But the year before that, it was worse. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
It flooded the year before.
I do. But hopefully, this is our year for nice weather. That's what we're telling everybody. It's going to be good weather.
We're due for some good weather.
Absolutely. You plan on doing any other regionals this year?
Not off the top of my head yet. I may. The Pinehurst thing may work out again, and then we went to the one last year. We went to TPC in Sawgrass, and we had a good time there too. So, but that one's gone this year. So I hadn't made my schedule that far in advance. Besides, our tournaments. So,
right.
I got a son graduating from school in May, so it kind of, and then we're taking him somewhere in July, so it kind of puts a little damper on some of that.
And I understand. Damn kids got to get them out of the house, and then you can do what you want to do again.
Keep them off the payroll.
I don't think they ever come off the payroll, Trey. I just
no.
Yeah, but it's got to be less.
Well, there are times. But yeah, I mean, you're in a good time with it if he's about ready to graduate and move off to college. So that's good. If you could tell, I mean, if this is your sales pitch to people to join the tour, what would you tell them?
I would tell them it's very, very organized events that allow you to compete, and kind of especially if you're a competitive person, it also helps you to meet new people and play golf as golf's meant to be played. In a tournament, kind of keep the score. And what I also tell them is about the points race and how important that is. And what it does is it takes the emphasis off of each shot and puts a whole, it's a culmination of a year, not just that one event. So, if you're playing bad and you can finish 9th instead of 10th, it's going to help you. Yep. So it kind of helps people kind of put a different perspective on it, where they're just trying to get as many points as they can. And I don't know, I think most directors probably do this, but I try to pay for each of my top guys to go to the nationals, pay for their stuff. So it's, I kind of put an emphasis on that at each tournament, how important the points are. So but just I try to match people up first half of the year, where I put you with different people just to meet people, and then towards the end of the year, of course, I get more towards the point race grouping to where they can watch the competition. So yeah, but as far as just to answer your question, is just the competition, the organization, and just meeting people. So.
Well, I think Trey, I think you nailed it. It's what we talk about all the time, Chris, is the competition and the camaraderie that we have. It's not just about playing the golf. It's about the friendships that we make and hanging out afterwards.
Yeah, it's all that fun stuff, going to regionals and meeting people you've seen before and saying hi, or national championship and seeing them every year. It all comes down to that. But I mean, it's just a good time, and it is competitive golf. But I think after the 18 holes are played, then we can all go back and be friends and not have to worry about being real mean to each other.
That's right.
Well, Chris, be careful, because remember we've got that teaser at the end of the episode.
Ay.
Well, Trey, you're gonna have to when this episode comes out, you're actually gonna have to watch it, because we had somebody send us a
don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Well, I'm not gonna tell them what it is, but you got to watch till the end, and we'll display that for everybody. I think it's I think people will enjoy it.
Okay.
But Trey, Thank you so much for just spending a couple minutes with us. I really do appreciate it, and congratulations on the win that you didn't know that you had.
I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you, Chris. I enjoyed it. So we'll have to do it again.
Yeah, we will. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
But yes, sir. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's got to be fast and got to be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
Man, Tim, you never know what we're going to get when it comes to our interviews. Trey was a great interview. I'm glad we were able to let him know that he won something.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
But yeah, I mean, you never know what we're going to get. That's why we do this, because every day's different.
Exactly. And you know, on top of that, I am glad that we got him, you know, because we haven't spent a whole lot of time on the senior tour, and you know, with especially having these winners on recently, we have been able to talk about them a little bit more, and would like to get them on more over the course of the season.
Right. And I think we're gonna have a good time. But you know, I think our goal this coming season is to get as many directors as we can on, because we have a lot, and I don't think everybody knows who they are unless they travel to different tours.
Exactly. And especially in Trey's case, you know, they're playing a lot of good courses. You know, Tamaka Trails keeps coming up, and again, you know, he's playing on the senior side. They're doing the regional there. I would suggest everybody just get down there and play around on that course, and you're not going to be sorry. Let's just put it that way.
No, you'll have a good time. It'll be great.
Well, let's move on. You know, again, we generally don't have a lot of new tour directors, but you know, we're going to start talking to the new ones coming on. You know, this year, so everybody has a chance to meet them, and the next group that we're going to bring in from Orlando, they've got some pretty big shoes to fill. You know, with Tom Myrus and Robbie Robinson retiring.
Yeah, definitely. They have big shoes to fill. You say little, but those are big shoes.
Yeah, you know, everything that just about what Tom has done for golf in Florida. You know, all the work that he does with, you know, the Blind Golfers Association, how long he's been a tour director. You know, he really kind of built and grew that Orlando tour, and you know, Robbie built the Tampa tour, and then really kind of stepped in to help Tom when he needed it, and you know, we're really going to miss those guys.
Definitely.
So let's go ahead and bring in the new tour directors from Orlando, Armand Cimaroli and Daniel Holiday. Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Armand, everybody on the tour should know who you are. You've been around. You know, they may not know your face, although you have been on the podcast before. But you've been involved with the tour for what, 8-9 years now?
Well, ever since we partnered, so I work at Golf Week, as you know, and we partnered with Dennis. I think it's more like 10, 12 years now.
Maybe, yeah. It's been a long time.
Well, yeah. So whenever Dennis changed over to Golf Week, that's when I met Dennis and Jennifer, and it's kind of a fun story, but you know, we got to become good buddies once, right at the right at the last second. The president of Golf Week got let go, and I had to call Dennis and say, "Hey, listen, you know, there's this guy just got let go, and I don't know what we're going to do." You know, he was about literally a day from signing his contract, so he was going to sign with Golf Week to put the Golf Week name on your tour, his tour, and I felt so bad. I was like, you know what? I'll just sign the thing, you know. And so I signed it, and nobody said a word. And it was for a 5 6 year deal, and then came up again, and I just signed it again. So, you know, uh, I think it's way past the. If they hear the story of Golf Week, I think it's way too late for anything to be done at this point. And so, and probably I have more juice than now than I did back then, you know. So I think that made Dennis and I pretty fast friends, and so it's been a good relationship. And for Golf Week, I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's great promotion. It's great exposure for Golf Week, and I think it also helped the tour grow over the years too. So yeah, that's kind of my my story with Dennis and the tour. And you guys mentioned Robbie and Tom. I've known Tom for a long time, and Robbie for a super long time, and they did an amazing job here. And they're still going to be around. I mean, Robbie's already signed up, and he's going to play in a bunch of our events and help Daniel and I out, and hopefully Tom will be out there once in a while as well. So we'll still counting on Robbie in a big way, even though he's kind of officially retired.
Yeah, yeah. So let me ask you a question. When you signed the contract, did you sign your name or did you sign the fired guy's name?
No, no. You know what? I signed my name.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
no, I didn't want to sign his name. Well, I, he was a goner. I guess I could, but no, I signed my name.
Yes, that's a funny story. But again, it's been a great partnership for for both Golf Weekend and the tour. And you're right. I know it's grown the tour. I mean, it's been beneficial from our perspective.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I'm not sure where Dennis was back then in terms of number of members, but I think it helped him grow. And of course, in the 2020, I know it was a big growth time, but it's been a nice partnership. And he's helped us. We've gotten some sponsors over the years together, like Edwin Watts and TaylorMade, and now Strixon. So it's a nice partnership.
It really is. So you're going to be. Well, you just got back. You were at Streamsong this past week, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but so obviously I work at Golf Week and I run golf events for the magazine. And so I had a group of, not a huge group, maybe 28 out there playing for 4 days. And not everything I do, I do about 60 events a year. Half of them are competitive events like college tournaments and competitive senior tournaments. And then the other half are for people who rate golf courses. So I run this program for Golf Week where we have about 750, 800 people, and they go out there for me and for Golf Week and rate courses. And then we publish a list of the best top 100 courses, best resorts, best real estate. I mean, we have a list for everything. And so that's kind of a fun thing that I get to do. And so Streamsong was my last event of the year. And so it's a good way to finish.
It really is. So you guys are taking over the Orlando tour. How'd you and Daniel get hooked up together?
I'll let Daniel answer that one.
Say it again. Sorry, I can barely hear you.
How did you and Armand get hooked up together?
So he is married to my sister. I don't know how long you guys been married, like 10 years or something.
3 years. Did you say?
So I kind of got my foot in the door that
I
way.
think we've been married like 7 or 8 years. I mean, come on. 3. I've got a 5-year-old kid, so we've been married at least 5 years. But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So Daniel, when this came open, Daniel just loves golf, man, and pretty sure he loves golf more than I do. And so I thought, the only way I could possibly do this is with a partner. And Daniel said, sure, let's do it. And so I think we'll hopefully make a pretty good team because, younger, smarter, social media savvy, and hopefully that'll help us get a few more members and stuff like that. And then initially, I kind of have been doing quite a bit to get new courses, and so we're not going to change a lot. Because like Robbie and Tom have been doing a great job, but one of the first things we did, or I did, with Daniel, is get some new courses. So I think out of 14 courses, we have like 7 new courses that they didn't play last year. So that was
Wow.
kind of
2 of which are private as well.
right.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got Heathrow Country Club and Alaqua Lakes. So anyway, so that's fun to get us in there on Saturday morning, 8:30 shotgun. So I mean that's a pretty good deal. And then all of our tournaments Saturday morning, 8 or 8:30 shotgun. So just not always that easy here in Orlando.
Right. What's up, buddy? Yeah,
Say hi.
Hi. How you doing? You're going to be internet famous before you turn 6.
That's good. He's going to be out there wreaking havoc because I'm going to bring him out with me. Daniel will be doing most of the playing when at the tournaments, and my man here and we're going to drive around and try to keep the pace of play going and make sure everybody's moving along. That should help things. Why does this thing never work? So that's kind of the plan right now. Working. Okay, shh. I'll be right there.
Well, if you can get 8:30 shotguns on Saturdays, that's perfect. And you and I talked at National Championship. Being able to hang out at the golf course with your kids it's something special.
Yeah, it should be fun. And if he doesn't listen to me, maybe he'll listen to Uncle Daniel.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So on your schedule, you said you got 7 new courses. Which if somebody can only come to one of your tournaments, let's just say somebody is coming from Atlanta or El Paso, which one would you tell them to come to?
Well, I'll pick one, and I'll let Daniel pick one. But I would say so. I mean, I think our schedule in Orlando, and everybody knows in Florida, it's pretty tricky in March, April, February, March, and April, right? So we got some decent courses, but in terms of getting on these courses at a rate that is workable, it's a little tricky. But starting in June, in July, and August, we really have some nice ones. I would probably go with what Daniel said. One of our, either one of our Heathrow or Alaqua ones. Again, private clubs. I don't think they've been used. I guess maybe Heathrow has been used on our senior tour, but I don't know that it's been on our AM tour. And I know he didn't get it on a Saturday morning, so that's kind of cool, right? So I think those would be probably the ones I would say, take a look at. Might be worth a drive over from, somewhere outside of Orlando or whatever.
I would say the same thing. It's just like basically a prestigious course. You're not playing it unless you either know a member or you're coming down to Orlando to play on the AMP Tour.
Yeah, and the other ones I think everybody will know or like is we're going to go back. We're going to go play Champions Gate and play the International course, Reunion, the Watson course, and one that I think yes, you have. And then I think the one that might be really interesting is Shingle Creek. So Shingle Creek is one that it's not too far from the airport. It's a pretty nice Arnold Palmer design, I believe, and they've redid it over the last 5 years. And I'm almost positive none of the tour has ever played there. So that could be a fun one to come out to.
That's pretty awesome. I haven't heard of that one, but obviously Champions Gate and Reunion, Celebration, Orange Lake. I mean,
Orange Lake's fun.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't even gone out there and played in a long time, but we did just make that a 2-day event. We're learning the ropes here, and we had one tournament I had to cancel or
I'm trying to rework because the course got bought, and so then they said, "Hey, you can't come." Blah blah blah. And we ended up making Orange Lake a 2-day event. So I think that'll be good since that's a pretty good golf course.
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to complain about playing Orange Lake for 2 days?
All right, that's right. Yeah, I think it should.
Are you playing both courses at Orange Lake or just the Legends?
We're just going to go with the Legends. Yeah, I debated about it and talked to Daniel, but I think playing the same course is probably better, and it's a better course, I guess, from of the two. So we try to get good.
When my sister.
Yeah.
No, I was saying when my sister got married over there, she lives in Orlando now, and me and my brother stayed on Orange Lake.
Oh, nice.
Because my mom has a timeshare there, and we played both. We made sure to play all courses, even the night par 3 course, which was really fun.
Is that right? That is cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So,
So Daniel, what flight are you going to be in?
Sea flight.
Okay.
I'm a fairly new golfer, been playing maybe 6 years, but got addicted quick.
You'll be in the B flight before you know it. Trust me.
I'm sure.
It fluctuates. I mean, most people know that play golf. I mean, I can be on fire for a whole month, and then the next month it's like I've never played before. So hopefully I can just keep it going strong.
Well, playing regular golf and playing tournament golf are really two different things. And if you're going to be working and being in charge, that's even another level that you got to deal with.
Yeah, I watched Robbie. Daniel and I went out a couple times at the end of the season, and he's doing it all, man. He was running it, doing the skins, and then going out and playing and almost winning his flight.
Yeah, I was out there a day also, and I mean, I sat there, learned how checking people in and all that, and then he's like, "All right, get in the cart, let's go." And I was like, "Let's hit the range, get a couple balls." He's like, "No, we don't have time for that. Straight to the tee."
Exactly. Chris, you think we should set him up with Cephas and have Cephas give him the required, equipment for the cart?
I mean, we definitely could. I don't know if you've seen Cephas's cart, but you'd have to get there extra early to put up flags, set up the table, and then set up your cart. If that's the case,
you'll have to get us in on that one. I don't know, but I know we had flags and everything else.
Well, I think Cephas has 3 different iPads, a couple phones, all attached to his cart, so he can monitor everything, and he knows the distance.
That's a cool idea.
No.
Now when it takes him half an hour to set up and half an hour to take apart.
He's got 4 cigar holders all over his cart.
Any beer coolers?
Yeah, of course.
That's important. That's why I don't think I'll be playing. I'll be driving around doing that.
I've seen recently it's a thing that holds your hot dog and you place it where you can put your spare golf balls. He needs one of those.
Now come on now. If it's me, the hot dog is going by the time we get back to the cart. I mean,
usually, yeah.
Okay, say hi. Here's another one.
How you doing?
Say hi. All right. I held him off as long as I could.
No, it's all good. It's all good. When we were at National Championship, we had Kelvin Hughes' kids come on and talk to us for a while too. So, Armand, you know how I feel about this. If we don't get kids involved and let them have fun with this stuff, the game of golf's gonna be in trouble because we're all too old for it. We need to have the young people coming in. So I love having the kids.
Yeah, I agree with you for sure. And over the years I've run a ton of junior golf, and man, the kids are getting good nowadays. That's for sure.
They are. Dan, you got any kids?
Yeah, I have 2. And they're over there on the couch sleeping.
Good for them.
They're kind of furry, so.
and they don't cry and talk too much.
Yeah, they're not in my camera screaming and squealing. It's nice.
That's all right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do. And let's put it this way: I know for sure I'll be spending some time down in Florida with all the regionals that are down there. So hopefully we'll see each other
that would be
during the
great.
course of the season.
We sure do appreciate you having us on, though, and we're looking forward to a fun season and seeing how everything goes around here. It should be pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All right, guys. You guys take care and Merry Christmas.
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Strixon.
Tim, that was an interesting story that Armand told us about how the Golf Week became the main sponsor. I don't think we would have ever known, and hopefully he doesn't get in trouble for that. But that was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, I knew he was a part of the whole thing. I knew that the head of Golf Week was let go right before it happened, but I didn't know that Armand was the guy who just decided to sign it. That's pretty funny, honestly. And then he signed the next one too. I just think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, glad he signed his name, or else that could have gone really bad real quick. But I mean,
you want to know what I thought was funny? That his brother-in-law didn't realize he'd been married.
Right?
What was it?
No, not brother-in-law didn't realize how long he'd been married. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, like
they don't keep track of that
keeping
stuff.
it a secret. We've been keeping it a secret.
But I mean, it's good to have him. Good to have him on board. I think they'll have a good time out there in Orlando, and now I know who to call when I'm there with the family.
Exactly, and I met Daniel briefly national championship, but Armand's a lot of fun. Good guy to be around, and they've got big shoes to fill, and we're going to miss Tom and Robbie from the director's perspective, but Armand and Daniel, I think, are going to do a really good job.
Right, I think so too. I think they'll be they won't have any hiccups, honestly.
No, and they do have some of the James brothers down there, so we know they'll keep them in check,
or they'll come tell us.
We won't be able to do anything about it because they'll keep us laughing too much. But
right.
At least we'll have a good story.
Right.
So. Anyway, so we're getting down to it. 9 days till Christmas, man.
It's crazy,
isn't it?
Crazy. I mean, as we're recording this, 9 days, but it just goes by so fast.
So you better. Number one, if you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, you better hurry up. You got one weekend left. Get your Christmas shopping.
Yep. One, and then before you know it, it's gonna be popping fireworks for New Year's if they allow you to. I mean, it's crazy. And then we start off with the icebreaker, and next thing you know, it's everything that happens this holiday is gonna be in the past, and we're not gonna talk about it anymore. So
no, we're gonna be rolling. I mean, it's we got ice. I think we got icebreaker, and then the next weekend is
Vegas.
We go back to back. Is it back to back weekends?
I think so.
Where do you find the regional schedule? Do you know?
I think under find my local tour. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll say regionals, but it's there. But I think now that's on the main homepage too.
Yeah, it's on the main homepage, but it's back to back weekends.
Yeah, so it's back. They have back to back weekend, and then the next weekend. Man, you're just making me feel rushed now. So yeah, 4th and 5th Southern Icebreaker, 11th and 12th Western States Icebreaker. 18th or the 19th, I'm going to Arizona's season opener because I always give them a good time. I won the first one ever there, so that's great. And then I start my season. I have no weekend, and then that starts with no weekends off.
It's craziness.
And you don't have to deal with it anymore, lucky duck.
Man, I'm still dealing with it.
Not as much as you think.
But we'll see. So again,
yeah, it's crazy.
You're running out of time. I would get your registrations in. Start if you haven't registered and joined tour yet, please hurry up and do that. I know the early bird specials are going to be running out here at the end of the month, right around the first of the year, and I would seriously start registering for not only your local tournaments but the regionals, because some of them they're all going to sell out. Let's just put it that way. I
they
believe
will sell out real quick.
I believe that the Virginia regional is already sold out.
Really?
That's maybe not. So they're sitting at they're not sold out. Well, not according to the website, but I thought I saw something on Facebook they were sold out, but they will. I know that one will sell out.
Maybe their first event.
Could be. Maybe that's why I saw first event. But I'm just looking at, let's just say the first 8 regionals. They will all sell out, no doubt.
Yeah, I gotta put my registration in for Firestone.
Yeah, you better hurry up. It'd be a shame for you to travel all the way out there and not play.
Oh no, I'll be on that roster, one way or another.
Oh man. Well, so speaking of Christmas shopping, I don't know if you saw the Bryson.
Like Dyson, but with a B.
Bryson DeChambeau's his hole-in-one challenge. I thought was hilarious. I don't. Did you see that where he was trying to hit a ball over top of his house onto his green and get a hole-in-one, and he did it like progressive. So if he didn't get one on day one, then the next day he took 2 shots.
Right. I did see that. One, that house would not be safe. Because my wedges don't go that high. I mean, 2 stories is pretty high.
And he was far away too.
Yeah, I don't know the distance, but regardless, even if it was a 60 degree, my 60 degree doesn't go that high. 2, it's unfair that it only took him 14 days to do that, and I've been playing golf for over 10 years and still don't have a hole-in-one. So that's 2. And 3, I mean, these live golfers have nothing else to do, so they got to figure out something to do with their time. They got all this money to spend, and he's just gonna risk his windows to try to hit a hole-in-one, I guess.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh my god! I mean, how many windows would you break? How many windows would like take a good A-flight player? Okay. How many windows do you think a good A-flight player would break?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be
You're gonna be a good A-flight
player.
You're
I'm gonna be a good one, but as of right now, I'm an okay. Maybe after they get to like day 6 or 7, and within all of that getting tired, they might, or frustrated, they might score 1 or 2. That's tough.
I can't imagine. I
don't
mean,
know.
How pissed would your wife be?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you have a house like that, your insurance is okay.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. I'm sure. I mean, yeah, insurance is going to take care of it. That's not the question that I'm asking you.
Very pissed. Very. I
Could
think
you
after
imagine?
day one, be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Think about it like
without
this.
even
Okay.
having anything broken.
Kitchen's in the back of the house, right? Obviously, that house is beautiful. It's got windows all the way through.
Right.
You knock a ball through the front window, it goes all the way through and hits her in the back of the head.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even gonna think of that.
Oh my god. Well, so anyway. Oh, I forgot something.
Yes.
Hey, I know. Hey, Jen, can you bring the glasses around here? We got to do an unboxing. I forgot about this, Chris.
Oh, of what we got.
Oh. So it's national championship. I don't know if you remember the sunglass company, John Doe's.
Uh-huh.
And they were nice enough to take care of me and Jen, and they gave us some
Hold it up so everybody can see.
some prescription sunglasses.
Huh.
And they came in yesterday, day before, and I just want to do an unboxing and show everybody the quality of these glasses here, because I mean, so we tried them on when they were here for national championship. Okay.
Like which one's which?
I don't know.
Does it tell you on the box?
I don't know.
That one's. These are mine. These are mine.
Put them
Okay,
on.
so
Put them on. Put them on.
okay, so these are Jen's, and but before I open them up, I do want to say something, because I don't know if you remember, obviously my prescription, and when I put them on at national championship, they were clearer. I mean, I could see clearer than I could now without prescription glasses.
Right.
Having these on, and that's how clear they were. I mean, so they come in a nice box. Says congratulations. You can read that, Jen.
You're opening my box.
Yeah. We've got.
Nobody can see because you're not holding it up.
Here's a nice case.
Open it up. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Hey, do you know nothing about anticipation? You know, we sing a song to our 4-year-old granddaughter. It's called the Patient Song.
You gotta be patient.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
Who knew?
Be
Who knew?
patient.
Oh man, this is great.
It is. Oh, don't worry, we got something for you too. So you just hold your horse.
Some glasses?
No. All right,
so I haven't seen those in the mail yet.
So this is actually a really nice case. Not that I thought it wasn't gonna be nice, but so it's a nice hard case. You open it up. It's got a
pouch,
a little protective cover for you to put other things in a pouch there on the other side. Okay. Put your glass cleaning supplies, any small thing that you want to put in there.
Right.
The glasses themselves come in another pouch. They come wrapped up, nice and protective.
Oh, look how pretty.
I'm gonna break them.
Don't break my new glasses.
These are good looking.
So I got a special color of my lens.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see here. There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
So my lens is a little slightly different color. They're, I think, a green instead of a brown, and that's because I have really difficult prescription. So they did me a solid by getting me. I didn't think that I'd be able to get it because of my stigmatism, my eyesight, all that stuff. I generally can't get cool glasses. And they said, "Oh, we can do it. We're gonna do it this way. Give you some great vision." And so, how cool is that? I'm psyched. So it's a real pretty light blue. You can tell, little different color of the lens. And if they can make it great for me, they can work for anyone. So those are mine. Let's see yours.
All right, let's open up mine. So again, the folks at John Doe, can't thank them enough for doing this.
I got to say one
And-
more thing, though. I'm interrupting because I'm now actually reading with my sunglasses, which I've never been able to do because I've not been able to get properly fitted for prescription sunglasses. I'm reading the computer screen just as clearly as I am with my regular glasses. I'm excited.
Nice.
And just so everybody knows, on the packaging it says enhancing the red, green, and blue spectrums. I guess that's a thing. I don't know about that. I just put the glasses on and hopefully that they work well. I got a congratulations card from Johan as well. Again, nice case. So actually the same kind of case with the pouch, and honestly, so there's a couple things that I'm willing to spend money on. One is sunglasses, the other is shoes. I mean, to me, you got to have good shoes and you got to have good eye protection.
Right.
And we're not talking about bourbon. Obviously, we're going to spend money on that too. But
Of course.
That's a given. I think everybody knows
Right.
that. So let's take a look here. These things are good looking.
Nice blue.
Oh yeah,
Relax, James Bond.
my goodness.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Wow. This is I can't wait to go outside. I'm serious. These are I can't explain to you how crisp these things are. I mean, so obviously I'm looking at the camera and I'm looking at my computer screens and that sort of thing. But let's just say that the letters, the fonts on the computer screen. Because I got the Golf Week website pulled up on one screen here. Just the fonts on there. I'm talking. I mean, crisp. These are phenomenal. Jeb, we're gonna have to get them on and thank them. They did a phenomenal job with these.
Yeah, I mean, I tried them at Nationals on the putting green, and it was great to see. So I'll have to get me a pair eventually and see if they'll replace the Oakleys, which I'm pretty sure they will, because it did bring out the colors on the golf course as well.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, and we'll put their information in the show notes for everybody. But again, I can't thank you guys enough for taking care of us and sending us these. This is going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer for me. Being outside and some of the things that I do, not only with golf, but it's going to. I don't know if you know this, Chris. I fly drones. I got a
right. No, I know that.
Drone. And that's right. You've been there. And being able to this is going to help me be able to look at both the drone in the air and the computer screen without having to be on and off.
To switch back and forth. Yep.
So that's going to be a game changer. Anyway, thanks, guys. And like I said, we'll put them in the show notes for you. And Chris, like I said, we do have something for you as well. And what?
Nothing.
We need to. I don't know who we actually need to thank for this, but the elf on the shelf, a Chris tradition. Apparently, somebody from the from Gabe's Tour, Arizona Tour.
So I assume he's a listener. He has to be a listener because we talked about it last episode, and how I was going to get Jordan to be my elf on the shelf for some of the raffles. Because immediately the next day I get a text message from Gabe, the Arizona director, that one of his members, Brian Eastman, made this and sent it to him. And yeah, I mean, it is, as we're recording this, it is our Ryder Cup rivalry week, so it's been trash talking going along back and forth. And this one was the tip of the iceberg, I guess.
This wins. This wins.
I'm nervous on what's to come in the future with all of this, but I'm a good sport about it, and we're just gonna go ahead and go with that.
Well, it's I think it's awesome. And you said it's Brian Eastman, and you're going to see him at the Ryder Cup.
I'm gonna see him at the Ryder Cup, and yeah.
All right. Well, let's get him booked for an episode in January.
Yeah, we'll get him on here.
Brian,
it was very creative.
So here's the thing, Brian. You know, if you're going to do these types of things, you've got to come on. You can't just do these things and not come on. So it's a mandatory show appearance, and I'm looking.
I'm pretty sure he is a good story because he RV'd from Arizona to Nationals, and then back to Arizona. So he's probably got a good big story about this. So I'll definitely talk to him at Ryder Cup, and we'll see what we can schedule.
All right, we will get him on then. All right, my friend. Hope you enjoy
my shelf.
Your shelf. It's a Chris tradition. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Enjoy time with your friends and family, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks.
Yes, have a good time and enjoy these moments because a year just goes by so fast.
It really does. All right, guys.
All right, partner.
Merry Christmas. Take care. Hey there. Welcome back to the Golf Week Amateur Tour of the podcast. Chris, should we tell people how to join the tour?
Of course. Whether you're a seasoned member or just tuning in to learn more, we're here to help you dive into the ins and outs of the tour. If you've been on the fence about joining, there's no better time than now. It's a fantastic way to play competitive golf, meet other passionate golfers, and step up your game.
Registration is open. All you need to do is go to amateurgolftour.net. Click Join the Tour button and pay your local tour's membership dues.
And if you want to keep up with all things Golf Week Amateur Tour, make sure you're subscribed and listening to the podcast on your favorite platform. Don't forget to download each episode, share it with your golf buddies, and if you're enjoying the show, drop us a like and a review. Your feedback helps us grow the community and reach more golfers just like you. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get into today's episode.